4:15 p.m. I had some more leftover pad thai for lunch. With the usual chopped peanuts and sriracha sauce mixed in. And the portion I had at that time essentially used up the last of the leftover pad thai. It was around that time that I got a phone call that somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m. Dad would be picking me up so we could both go to a Christmas Eve party being thrown at the house of a family member on his side. It was exciting news. To get that phone call, because prior to that today, it was essentially assumed that likely Dad wouldn't pick me up for us to go to that party, because lately there's been a winter storm going on in our area, but while it's still somewhat windy, it doesn't seem to be snowing that much in our area. Which ultimately contributed to why Dad changed his mind. Regarding that party. Earlier in the day, I thought about primarily drawing Charlie Brown for my mom. Then I thought about drawing Snoopy for Mom right before Dad picked me up. Then I believe around 3:30, 3:45 p.m. as Dad was driving me to his place, I got the idea to draw Snoopy in his Flying Ace costume. And during a roughly 15-minute time period between Dad dropping me off at his place and before we left for that Christmas Eve party at another family member's house. I did some brainstorming on what color Sharpie markers I would use. In order to color Snoopy. In his Flying Ace costume. I'm essentially basing the whole thing on an image of a Snoopy Flying Ace plush that I believe is exclusive to the Build-A-Bear workshop. The thing is, I at this time haven't even started that drawing. It's intended as a gift to my mom, though I'm not sure if this is the ideal shape of polystyrene block to be using for a drawing of Snoopy the Flying Ace. Though I couldn't find wider shaped polystyrene blocks. Only those that were narrower. Well, no, not narrower. What I mean, less thick polystyrene blocks, but essentially the same shape. I wasn't able to find what I was thinking of at Dad's place. And I didn't think to look while I was at Mom's place, because at the time I was at Mom's place, I hadn't yet thought of drawing Snoopy in his Flying Ace uniform. And I didn't draw Snoopy regularly because I thought that drawing Snoopy as they regularly are it would be too simple. I'll either on Christmas Day, have Dad wrap an unfinished Snoopy Flying Ace polystyrene drawing. Have Mom open it and then finish it. Or I'll wait till after Christmas Day so that I can finish the polystyrene drawing. The gift before giving it to Mom. As a surprise. After we got back from the Christmas Eve party, Dad made an evening / night pot of coffee. The first cup I had was hot, but this cup is currently kind of like cold brew because I told Dad when he asked me to put the pot in the refrigerator. Though I'm on my third cup, but a considerable amount of time passed between the first 2 cups and this cup. We were at the Christmas Eve party from roughly 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we both picked up Grandma on Dad's side of the family and dropped her back at Dad's parents' place after we left the party. The party was a good opportunity for me to socialize with members of Dad's side of the family. And I generally did this by showing my most recent finished polystyrene drawing projects so that they could enjoy looking at them. Generally, this was the skull face mask / scarf guy, and the sunflower eye Christmas wreath ball that I drew for Grandma on Mom's side of the family. The skull face guy was a personal project of mine that would essentially serve as a prop character for the 99th Dan Hamming episode. Although now I'm thinking of doing another though I'm not sure exactly what to do next regarding that front. Both Dad and I had a considerable amount of food at the party, which for me at least consisted of having chips with French onion dip. I had a few of the meatballs. I liked the mini meatballs. The few I had, though not as much as those little sausages / hot dogs that were at the party. I saw them pretty much the instant Dan and I walked in, around 5:30 p.m. And I thought about having one right then and there, essentially, but I was told I was supposed to wait for them to be warmed up, and so I did. That came later, about half an hour to 45 minutes later, and after they were warmed up and served, they were pretty good. I had both some nacho cheese Doritos and some cantina style tortilla chips. Though that bag was a fresh bag that I opened myself. After I saw it laying out on the counter, since I was interested in having some of those chips. And there were also these little glass bowls, two of which were filled with gummies with Christmas season shaped gummies. And at times I also took some peanut M&Ms from another little glass bowl. There was a pretty good variety of party snack foods. And it was pretty good company. Although while there, I generally talked about my polystyrene drawings, since that's essentially what I've been doing lately. Though generally throughout the whole day, after I woke up and got up for today in the morning, the fingers on this hand were sore. To the point where it hurt a bit to do this. And other activities like twisting a doorknob in order to open a door. Yeah, but I'm all better now. I think that happened because I have a habit of times of using one of my arms or hands as a pillow. At various points, including at the beginning, essentially, I thought it might be carpal tunnel syndrome since I use this mouse in order to play games like Elvenar, Queen's Blade Limit Break, and Incremental Epic Hero 2. So I thought maybe that might have something to do with it, even though carpal tunnel syndrome has never been a problem for me. And it couldn't have been that, since I saw online that carpal tunnel syndrome presents itself with either numbness or a tingling sensation in the hand or arm, and I didn't feel that. The pain I felt was mild and only really occurred if I moved my fingers, and it's gone now. It also couldn't have been tendinitis, since what I was feeling didn't match that. I got those results by searching essentially hurts to move fingers on my mobile phone. And the conditions I saw didn't match what I was feeling, so I'm at the conclusion that essentially it must have just been from using this arm as a pillow. So my neck and head would be comfortable. It was around 3:30 p.m. when Dad came to pick me up from Mom's place. Lately, it's generally been there's been some wind and some snow on the ground, but not a lot of snow on the ground. Though I did have to be mindful to kick off my boots, either wipe or kick off my boots before entering either my dad's car or a house. To avoid tracking snow. In terms of right before entering a car, I just had to essentially tap my boots against each other. And today marked the first time this winter season that I wore boots, since now the conditions are snowy. And liable to be icy at times. Yeah, also, I reorganized my marker satchel a tiny bit, though it's generally the same. Yeah, I think I only added one new row or so. I think I only added in one to a few new Sharpie markers. Essentially one new hewer. Something like that. That, and I may have moved some of the Sharpies a row to the left in order to accommodate some kind of shift in the organization of some of the Sharpies in the satchel. And I believe this occurred sometime in the late morning to early afternoon. At the Christmas Eve party, I got a card from Grandma on Dad's side of the family. Yeah, I enjoyed reading the card. It came with a picture of Santa Claus that I believe Grandma drew herself, and a $50 bill that can go towards either my polystyrene drawing projects or something else. And maybe that could be saved. That was very nice of Grandma. I think it was around 6:30 p.m. That presents were given out to family members on Dad's side and opened. Dad also got a couple gifts. Some wrapped oversized packaging that contained a sort of plastic/rubber, I'm leaning towards rubber, spatula. And the other present was a sort of oven mitt. Only it's the kind of oven mitt where that's shaped like an oval and you stick your fingers into the top part and your thumb into the bottom part and do this with it. I don't know if that can technically be called an oven mitt or not. Also, Dad found a piece of polystyrene. This piece to be exact. And I brought it in with me, along with my stuff, when we first got to Dad's place.